wouldn't happen to know anywhere I can like and subscribe, would you? Okay, gang, welcome to this vlog. My name's Allie, this is Dan, and we are officially in the Carlton Reserve.
I'm Allie, this is Dan.
Right. We left New Mexico on Tuesday afternoon. Today is Saturday morning, and we drove pretty much straight here. We stopped for a kite session, a lot of fast food, but we made it to the Carlton Reserve, and we're gonna go take you guys, we don't know what to expect. We're gonna go take you guys along the path and see what we find out there.
So this is a 24,000 acre reserve, and we're at the Maya Catchy or something like that creek area, which is where it's believed that he drove his vehicle and his parents retrieved it a couple days later, that silver Mustang that was in their driveway for a while. It was weird because about 5 days ago some people found a water bottle. I'm not expecting us to find any belongings or any sort of new clues or anything.
I'm expecting us to.
So apparently there's some orange tape areas or orange spray paint areas, maybe much like Gabby's resting place, but let's go have a look.
It's a massive park. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. We just pulled in.
Lush greenery. It rained a lot last night.
It's raining right now too, kind of. I'm hearing birds in the distance.
It's a bird sanctuary.
So we're gonna go find the area where Brian was theoretically recovered from. A lot of questions still to be answered in this whole situation, but we're gonna show you guys the entire area.
Alive.
I'm actually legitimately concerned about like gators out here because, oh my God, there's wildlife everywhere. There's definitely got to be gators out here. I feel like, babe, we should have probably brought some type of protection. What do you think?
Simp, I have a knife. Don't be afraid. Let's just get the job done.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
A video we watched, there's two sides, one called the Live Long side and one called the Prosper side. And there is a rope swing that I am looking for that Brian had posted on Instagram before it randomly got deleted, of him swinging with his nephew. What kind of car do his parents have? Isn't it a red truck?
This is actually a photo that was on Twitter yesterday.
A photo from right here?
No, it was actually from over there, but it was looking at this area right here.
Onto this bridge?
Apparently someone was saying that there was cops around.
Yesterday?
Like 15 hours ago. I saw it on Twitter.
Maybe there's more.
And people are saying that that red truck right there is Brian Laundrie's dad's. I don't think so, but there's definitely a bunch of cars parked right there. None of them look like law enforcement, but maybe if we saw the plates, we could get a little bit better answer. What they would have been doing is exactly what we're doing. They would have come through this fence area right here and then walked up on this bridge that we're on right now. So we'll probably see people back there, I'm guessing.
Wait, is that a wild boar?
Where? Yonder? Oh, that's like in a fenced area.
It is?
Where is it? The one across the street?
What is that?
Babe, if we run into a wild boar, are you gonna be safe?
I told you, Simp. I have a knife. I'll protect us.
Yeah, I think maybe that was just a dog.
Didn't look like a dog to me.
Yeah, me neither though.
But it didn't look like an alligator either.
Thank God. Onward.
Remember, it was only 0.9 miles of a walk in.
As the crow flies.
Sure, as a crow flies, that his body was found.
Maybe it's 0.9 miles on trail too. It looks pretty straight.
Yeah.
Babe, it is thick through here. Thick.
It's really thick, but apparently it's dried up a ton, so I can only imagine what it was like a month or so ago. well, I guess a month and a half ago.
Wow.
Okay, so if anybody was like me and was like super pissed at how much time they were spending looking in the Carlton Reserve, it was like, dude, he's not there. If you haven't found him, give up, move on. And then they found him here. A, that's fishy to me, but B, I guess there's a lot of stuff to look through.
Okay guys, so we're on the trail now. It's thick, like I said, thick. But there's a lot of debris on the ground, a lot of stuff you could stub your toes on. Am I right, babe?
Babe, nobody cares about stubbing your toes right now. Come on, let's go.
Okay, we're gonna keep going then. Shit, I stubbed my toe. God. All right, let's keep going.
What a sin.
I wonder if that's his dad over there. That'd be wild. We just see one other person yonder. He's looking right in the right side. We should maybe go try and get a live interview. See if he possibly wants to like and subscribe.
There's the creek.
There's the creek. Yep.
We found the one that I was surprised. I refound that one, so I took 2 sticks and X'd them. And then I thought, you know, I'm thinking there's this little clearing in the back.
Uh-huh.
Because last week when we came up, we were kind of in the area and we found a tree swing over on the other side of the trail. Oh, is that what you're looking for? Well, I basically know where it's at, and to me that feels like the spot. Like that's
For
probably
sure.
yeah, for sure, 100%. So that's where. But I wanted to come in here and just kind of look around first. But yeah. I definitely want to head over and check that swing out because
Yeah.
I heard somebody said they cut down the rope, but I don't know if that's true or not. I'm hoping they left it because there's a rope there and somebody could do something with that rope.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we were looking at pictures. You know, they found the water bottle. This is the field that they found the water bottle in.
Oh, really?
I think so. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
I wonder what this marking could be.
You know, obviously they found items or remains or who knows what out here.
Looks nice and shiny, and there's spray paint around it. I can't really make out what the spray paint says.
My daughter is a huge true crime fan.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm documenting all this for her.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Well, we're just lowly vloggers on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Very.
independent media, as we like to say.
Right.
Fueled by likes and
Hey,
subscribes.
you guys are the ones that we found all of our stuff right in here, in this wooded area right off the trail. But they've obviously now I'm starting to come to the conclusion that there are circles. We found like 4 last week,
Oh, yeah.
and then we just kind of like thought, okay, that this must be because they made it sound like they found a backpack, a skull, partial skull, and a few other items in the wet bag. So that kind of adds up to 3-4 locations.
For sure.
And then when you see all the animal activity in here, especially the wild hog activity, we're thinking they're just thankful they found what they found.
I do think I just saw a wild hog.
Oh yeah, they're in
Not-
here all over the place.
What about alligators?
Now if there was water, since this is dry,
Sure.
then the gators are now all moving back. But when this was wet, obviously gators and all that kind of snakes and all that would be up in here. But as the water recedes now, we're running into our dry winter time, so it gets
Gotcha.
dry. So now as the water moves, all that wildlife now follows the water.
Do you really think that he's dead?
I think he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we find the tree swing, you're going to tell this is a place that totally was known to the family,
Gotcha.
meant something to him,
Photos of him
and
on that swing.
yeah, and well, no, that's a swing down by the creek. This isn't the same swing. You know the ones where he's on with his nephew and that. No, this is totally different. This is just right over
very
here.
interesting.
It's a foot because I can't get that tree swing area out of my mind.
Okay.
That is why I'm back up.
We
here.
got to join you on that one.
Yes. Okay. Out here's where the tent. Remember the tent you saw
Yeah.
from the overhead? Did you guys already see that area?
We have no.
Oh,
You're the
okay.
first thing we walked up on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what you guys would have done was looped around, and eventually came over here. But this, okay. There were some circles out in here, but up here's.
And the tent theoretically is where his body was found.
No, that there was used as a marker so they could string that caution tape.
Oh, gotcha.
Which I think's over
It's really easy to get confused out here, isn't it?
It is. And I'm used to being in the woods a lot, hunting and all that growing up. And it's like I get in here and I just lose my
There's just so many trees.
Everything just looks the exact same.
Yeah. Okay. I just needed to go back out there, so I put this X. When you get the bamboo, but right here is, see how big of an area this is marked out?
Yeah.
So this, we just don't know until they tell us what items were what. But you got to remember now, this is this, and I found you guys back here.
On the other side of that field.
Clear back there, and we found that location with the pin. So it looks like, you know, this scene is really spread out. Hugely.
Yeah.
But things to note, the trail is right there.
It is. You've got to now kind of look into Brian and his story and like well, there's this very zen area over here.
Mm-hmm.
And once we get over there, you're going to see what I mean. And when I got in here, I kind of disputed or discounted the fact that, but then I just talked to that local lady just before I bumped into you guys, and she said, no, not this year, but in years past, she says, yes, it can be knee to waist deep in this area. And I'm like, really? Even where the trail and it's higher up here? And she said, yeah, she goes, we walk this trail daily for 2 to 3 years, or 3 years now, with her dogs and her husband. And she said, yes, when it's rainy season in Florida, she said it is totally common for this to be underwater in here.
And so, September is rainy season still?
Yeah, our rainy season right now is just now winding down.
Okay.
And by the time we hit December, it's going to be dry until the spring, Mayish. Yeah. If we go back out here to the trail.
So this area that I'm looking at is where Chris Laundrie went in and found the bag, theoretically.
In this general area. Correct.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just getting it on Google here.
Yeah. Where he just walked right up to where he left it and picked it up.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking that might be where the wet bag was.
Yeah.
That could be very well be. That makes sense because right there's the trail. So he peels in here and boom, right there it is. So that totally makes sense. And then they found the remains.
Footage again though, because the footage is from above, right?
Yeah.
And you can see him. So.
Well, I mean that is an opening right there.
Well, the Fox News, and you have to be here to get the full experience, you know, just
100%
to understand it, and to understand, you know, what challenges like law enforcement had, you know, unless you knew where he was, how would you ever find anything?
I know.
You know?
There's more orange spray paint right over there.
Is there? Yeah, there probably is. Like I said, we found. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So here's the other one. So now I want to find this tree swing.
Yeah, that could be crucial.
Yeah, I 100% believe it is, and once you guys see it, you're going to agree with me. I'm just hoping they didn't cut the rope down.
Wait, what's your name?
Todd.
Todd, I'm Dan.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. That's Allie.
Allie? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this I think, I'm not 100%, but this, last week we could see the area much better, but this looks like the area where that blue tent.
Yeah, for sure.
Was right in like here, and then what they did is they tied the yellow crime tape. I think it was in a pentagon shape out through here. You know, it went back that direction,
and then into the forest,
and then it kind of cut off over to one of the. And you know, it could be that spot even was where the tent is, but we're within 25-30 feet of where this tent was.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
can see the path where they drove the equipment and looped. See the little loop right here?
Yeah.
So this definitely tells us this is where they are.
100%.
I could be wrong, but didn't they say that the dad and mom maybe came out here that night looking for him?
Well, that's what they were saying. You mean the night after he left the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said they came out both Tuesday and Wednesday is what the reports were saying, you know. So I'm thinking, did they come up here and maybe have communication with him? Or did they come up here and already find him already deceased? And then their thinking is, after the first thing they did is call the attorney, hey, we're pretty sure we found Brian, and all that. And did they possibly, under the direction of the attorney, just say, hey, let law enforcement locate and do the recovery?
Yeah.
The longer he lays out there, the less evidence that can be collected. You know, you got to. I mean, as morbid as that sounds, and
100%.
disturbing,
Sure.
you have to consider that.
I mean, they knew something with Gabby. There's no doubt in my mind. They knew something with her. They said he was out here grieving, or he was grieving that night, which is why he came out.
Once we find this area that I was talking about, I think it'll all of a sudden it's going to start to all come in.
Yeah, we got to find this.
Yeah,
now
so
I'm real interested because we haven't heard much about the second swing.
Yeah, no, the swing, because I was getting aggravated because everybody started posting those pictures of the swing with the kids on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not the swing. That's not the swing. The swing is a foot swing, and it's just within, 100 to 150 feet of where the main crime scene is. Now this looks very similar. I'll have to maybe look at my phone.
Oh, holy crap.
So now, this is what I'm saying, and you just have to take a minute and start soaking this in. Look how close we are to where everything took place. How easy would it have been for something to happen here?
For sure.
And through nature, it ended up over there.
For
I'm
sure.
totally convinced. Look at the zen. Look at the tranquility.
Yeah.
So it's like super hot
Yeah.
in September when he goes missing.
Right.
So
Oh, yeah,
he needs to be in shade. There's no way he's out in the open.
No, he would be in here. And the other thing is you can kind of peek out this back field and you can kind of hear, maybe if he was concerned people were looking for him. The trail runs, remember? We just came off the trail.
This is just supposed to be a foot swing, right?
Yeah, it's a foot swing. Yep, that's how it works right there. Yep. Just like that. Now, see, there you go.
So,
And that's what kids do. And you can tell this looks like a place where young kids or maybe a boyfriend, girlfriend, how romantic and sweet,
it's a nice spot.
It's a nice spot. It's
Especially
so,
as it dries up.
yeah.
It could easily.
Yeah.
Well,
You could easily wrap it
I mean,
on
like,
itself.
I don't want to do it because I think it's morbid. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But,
sure.
like if you, like right there,
Yeah, easily.
easily. So then, as whatever takes place, now this just unfurls.
I mean, he could have walked up that too.
Yeah.
So let's go drop some pins at the different orange markers that we found so that we can, if people want to come out here and find it, they can use our pins because we're thorough bloggers. Like and subscribe.
I love that. Okay, guys, I got some drone footage here, and since there's so much information in this video, I wanted to go over what this all means. So you can see here the trail. That's the long-lived trail that we were walking, and there's two sides. On the top side and the bottom side are the two main areas. Now this footage is going to show shortly where the tent was. So you can see right here, this is a big open field, and there's a little U in the bottom left corner in the grass. That's where the tent was placed and the vehicles could drive around. Now in this next scene, you're going to see up on the top left hand side a huge canopy of trees. This is where the foot swing that looks like a noose was found, and we kind of went over that area in the previous scene. Now the last little bit here on the right side is where those orange spray paint areas were. So you can now see we're on the other side of the trail, the long-lived trail, and that's where the orange spray paint areas are. Hey guys, so obviously we've been spending about the last maybe 45 minutes with Todd. He's there in the back doing his own footage. We got a ton of information out here. It's been insane, really.
I didn't think we would be able to come through with all this stuff, information on it.
Todd's been out here. This is his second time out here, and he's like kind of blown the lid off of this whole situation.
We understand how it could have taken so long, I guess.
I
did not.
It's so easy to find this area, and this trail is so easy.
It's such a short
And
walk.
we're like 10 feet, 20 feet off the trail in either direction. There's all this stuff. But the rope swing I think is crazy big. This area is just so easy to get to. And it seems like they just knew where he was, that I'm a little sus about this whole situation now.
They gave this location immediately. They said they thought he came here. Well, and then he did because his car was left here. But, right?
I guess.
Yeah. But no, that is correct. But then, no, his parents are pieces of trash. They planted the bag.
They could have easily.
Or had help planting it or whatever. But it just doesn't. It's sus. Super sus.
Super sus. That's a cop. We're out here. There's some law enforcement in the area. They're on the power line trail.
Very curious to know what the law enforcement is up to.
They said hi to us.
Very friendly and just drove
Very
by.
friendly, good people out here, obviously. Now we're gonna go find this rope swing that was pictured in Brian Laundrie's Instagram. Isn't that right?
Yes, it looks like he's swinging on it with his nephew. Oh,
What happened?
nothing.
No,
Not
what
a
happened?
thing. Not a thing.
We just caught a tow stub on live camera, so looks like safety first was right.
This is it. The most prominent thing to know about to match it to is there's this notch cut out of this piece of wood that you can clearly identify in his photo on his Instagram that's now deleted. We are on the Prosper Trail and the Mayacachi
Creek area.
Creek area, and just on the other side of the creek is the Livelong Trail that we walked up, I don't know, less than 1 mile to the point where the orange markings are and Brian's remains were said to have been found.
So yeah, it's probably just a couple hundred yards over there.
So this was a very familiar place for him, which they say people do. That's where they go to take care of stuff.
Actually, this is pretty fun.
Do you feel like Brian Laundrie?
I no longer feel like Brian Laundrie. I don't embody Brian anymore. I'm having too much fun to be Brian Laundrie.
Okay, so we found what we came here for. We super easily found the trailhead, found the remains,
We found where the remains were.
the orange spray paint markings. We found 4 orange spray paint markings. One of them had a pin in it, and then we found a swing that it was potentially said to be used as a noose. We don't know. That's all speculation.
Could have been.
And then found the tree swing that from his Instagram that showed he's very familiar with the area.
Yeah. So thanks for watching this episode, guys. I hope it was interesting. I hope it was informative. If you guys want to support the channel, we really appreciate it. Read the description. I'll put the links up there. Options to do so. We're going to be in town for another few days, so if you guys have any ideas for us, leave a comment below. If you like the episode or whatever you thought of the episode, please leave a comment below. We really appreciate it. If you want to hit that like button and subscribe, that makes a huge difference, helping us out. That's the power of independent media, guys. We'll see you in the next episode.